Hi, I'm Mal, and welcome to another episode of MiniModelMakes. Well, finally, spring has sprung. We're still in lockdown, but the weather's starting to get better at least. And my hair really could do with a haircut now. So hopefully the barbers will hurry up and open. Anyway, first of all, I'm going to start off with an apology. I'm sorry I've not done many videos recently. I'm doing some stuff for university at the minute, and it's really taking up a lot of my spare time. So I've not had much time for hobby. For that, I can only apologise. However, I've got a day off work today, and I was hopefully trying to get a couple of videos done at least. Okay, so for this first video, I had something turn up in the post the other day, which is a wet palette. Never used one before, really looking forward to having a go with this. I'll go into the reasons with the main part of the video. So I just thought I'd unbox it, show people what you get in this, talk a little bit about it, and in my next proper painting video I will be using this so we can see how it does, along with some dry brushes as well that I picked up recently. I'll be giving them their first bash, so we'll sort of see how they do on the video as well. Okay, so I'll get the overhead cam set up and we'll have a look through this. Alright, see you shortly. Here we have the Everlasting Wet Palette pack, which is by Redgrass Games. It's been approved by pro painters. I've decided to plump for a wet palette finally, after years and years of using a dry palette, because I was doing some edge highlighting recently on an Imperial Guard Valkyrie, and it just amazed me how quick my paint was drying up, and it just seemed to take forever to do the edge highlighting because I was mixing more paint and more paint and more paint on my dry palette. So thought, right, now's the time to give one of these wet palettes a go. People keep going on about how amazing they are and how it changes your painting and makes your painting better. Time to go. So I actually bought this online. I meant to pick it up from a local hobby shop, but completely forgot. I don't know if they had them in or not anyway. So I picked this up online. It was in the region of £25. It's one of the smaller ones they do. First of all, I'll just quickly go through talking about the online experience. There are so many wet palettes out there. There's others by the Army Painter and other companies. And the thing you can't tell online is the quality. Some of them just look like glorified Tupperware containers. Some of them just absolutely looked amazing, to the point where it was like, why would you pay so much money for what essentially is a palette? I decided to plump for something which was maybe, well, compared to some of them, quite a bit more expensive, but not the most expensive out there. This is a pack, so in this, as it says, I get 50 hydration papers, a couple of foam pads, and a free well palette as well. So you get a few extra bits and pieces and some refills in here. But anyway, enough waffling on. That's why I've got it. That's what I was sort of confronted by when I went to buy it. Let's have a look inside. So anyway, box open now. This just shows you the sort of process and the instructions on the back. Nothing hugely exciting on there. What I do like though is, you look here, you can gradually lighten up your paints, and you should be able to work off whatever colours you want. I'm sort of looking forward to that, especially. So that's our lid done. It's all nicely sealed in a bit of cellophane. Here's all our bits and pieces. Right, so first thing is, this must be our free well palette. I don't really use well palettes too much anyway. I've got some on my dry palette. I don't know, I don't sort of see the point in them. But hey, for that, it looks like it's got magnetic attachments, which is really cool. See the two magnets there. If So for the next thing, I've got the base of the palette. I've got a lid as well, nice sturdy lid, got a rubber inlay, so you've got a really good seal there to keep the air out. It does say on this that you can seal it up and hopefully it keeps your paint wet, which is amazing if it does that. I will certainly put that to the test. On the side we've got magnetic attachments and it just clips on. How cool's that? That is... I'm so impressed sometimes by daft little things. But yeah, that's great. That stays on there pretty well, which is good. Quite sturdy, but not too hard that you're really struggling to pull it off. What they have said about this is you can, if you need a bigger palette, use the lid as well, so you're getting sort of 2 palettes for the price of 1, as it were, which is quite good. But yeah, got nice rubber inlay. Plastic there. I have hydration foam pads, which are long lasting, naturally mould resistant and neutral grey. As long as it's a light colour, I don't mind. Nice that they're mould resistant. I didn't know mould could be a problem, but there we go. So they fit in there. You get 2 of the foam pads, so you can set it up as 1 big palette, or you've got a spare. I don't see the reason why I'm going to need a huge palette with what I work. Normally I'm only working with a limited few colours, so should be alright from that regard. But anyway, and then finally we've got some everlasting wet palette hydration paper sheets, 50 sheets in there. I am amazed that that is 50 sheets. So thin. But that's good. In French, if you like that sort of thing, papier dehydration. Works best with Redgrass games, everlasting wet palettes, and for acrylic paints only. Refills available. So that's the other thing with this. And the reason why I bought it was, I know I can go here for refills, Redgrass Games palettes, and if I need paper, I'll just buy their paper. I know it fits. I know I'm not mucking about. I'm not buying hydration paper. That's different dimensions and all that sort of thing, and having to cut it down to fit my palette. I can just go from now, Redgrass Games, right, I can buy a new sponge, I can buy a new paper, and I'm done. And the final thing is you get a elastic band sort of thing. So I gather what that does is you put your lid on your palette, your elastic band goes over the top, and that stops everything from falling apart, keeps it in place, and gives your paints a better seal, so you can either, you know, you're not knocking it over and sending everything flying, or in my case, when shops open, I can go down the local hobby shop, start painting, and just get this out of my bag and know my paint's not spilled everywhere, which is really good. As I said, really looking forward to using this. I'm going to crack it open on some Cadians soon, with a bit of luck. And as I said, the main reason was, I am getting fed up with my paint just drying up when I'm fine edge highlighting things, which I seem to be doing more and more and more as my painting is improving. So yeah, really looking forward to giving this a go and seeing how long it lasts for. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll wrap this video up and go on to the other camera just to finish it off. Alright, so see you shortly. So that was the unboxing of the Everlasting Wet Palette by Redgrass Games. Really looking forward to using this palette, having a go with it, doing some blending, and also just see how long the paint lasts on it for when I do some of that fine line highlighting, which I've been having problems with paint drying up on recently. Okay, so I hope that's inspired you to go out and get one of these pallets and try pick it up from your local hobby shop if you can. Be good for them, bit of business, because it's still locked down at the moment. Hope everyone is staying safe out there. Not much more to say now except for please like, subscribe and share. Thank you so much for watching these videos. It's amazing the subscribers I'm getting at the moment. I've got a MiniModelMakes Facebook page. You can get in touch with me on there as well. I love it when I get feedback on videos. I love it when I get feedback on my Facebook page, or people getting in touch with me, or people asking me could I paint something up. I'm just a guy in man cave doing a bit of hobby. I don't get much in the way of models or freebies. I'm not linked up like that. But if I've got the models and you want to see how something's painted, I can try to do a tutorial on it when I'm not too busy at the moment. Personal life is sort of through the roof at the minute because I'm doing some uni stuff. But please get in touch. As I said, like, subscribe and share. That'd be amazing. And hopefully we'll see you soon. Stay safe. Bye for now. Take care.